Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Taurus, for your meditative session, you guys got the 9 of coins. And I really love to see this because it means harvest, right? You see how he's in his farm and he's kind of, he is in his farm and he has his own like brand of watermelons basically, and he has his own crops, you know what I mean? And he's just like prospering to the full extent. And it's like everything is finally coming to fruition for this person. It's like, there's days when he was struggling, right? There was days when I don't know how long it takes a watermelon to grow, but he was waiting for his harvest, right? He was waiting for his harvest. And I feel like this is a sign to you guys that your harvest is coming in finally. And I really think that's so exciting, Taurus, because you have to work hard to get that harvest, right? Like that doesn't just come. It's not just luck, and it's not just, sometimes we get abundance and we're like blessed with it, right? That's the difference between working hard and just being purely blessed, right? Like I was born in, this state, and I was born with this type of family, I'm blessed, right? But this came from work. This wasn't just like, a gift. It's still technically a gift, right? But it's in response to all the work you've done. So I really think that this is like your ship's coming in, Taurus. And if it's not, you're not seeing it now, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it's interesting because at the bottom of the deck was the Ace of Swords. So let's see if communication has anything to do with this. But I think they just want you to have the foresight to know that like your time of, we go through an ebb and flow. And I think right now is going to be a really good time for you, Taurus. So let's pull some cards. So Taurus, it's really interesting. So I'm assuming you're the Queen of Earth here in reverse. But pick your energy. I have a feminine and I have a masculine. I have a feminine, sorry, and I have a masculine energy here. What I really love about this reading, Taurus, is that I feel like, again, your ships are coming in. And I feel like why, what is the story here? The story here is that I think Taurus, if this is not Taurus, this is someone else. I'm going to keep referencing Taurus as this queen, but just know you can be the other energy, or the other energy could be this earth energy, and Taurus can be the masculine. Let's, figure it out. But anyway, so with Taurus, with this Queen of Earth in reverse, I think that someone decided to leave. I think this was you. I think you decided to leave because you felt like a situation was going nowhere for you, right? Something was going absolutely nowhere. You just felt like it didn't even matter how much effort you put into something. You just were like climbing up that ladder, you know what I mean? And you were just, when that ladder in the cartoons just keeps going and going and going and going. That's what I get with this. It's like you're already in, you're already in space and the ladder just keeps going and going, because that's how fruitless, like you just felt that whatever situation you were in with someone else, it wasn't getting you anywhere, like literally nowhere, and you dipped. Like with this Page of Wands, you left. And I feel like the way that you left was very important, because you didn't leave in an energy of like, poor me. You left in an energy that was like this, you know what I mean? Like, forget this, I don't need this, you know what I mean? I don't need this, I can do better on my own. And you left, right? So I feel like you took your energy away from someone. But I would want to say that I feel with this Ace of Cups and this Two of Cups, there is this is, I think, your manifestation coming in, right? From the 9 of Coins to the Ace of Cups, right? This is that new beginning for you. You're about to see harvest. You're about to get a chance. And I don't know who with, right? Because honestly, I feel like it might be someone from the past. And I know you guys want to hear maybe about someone new, but I'm getting someone from the past. And again, it's a new opportunity for you. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can seek out a new soulmate. I think this person from the past was some sort of soulmate for you. And what's interesting is you're being given that new beginning, right? But I just see that the person coming in is someone who might have left you or someone you might have left in the past. So why are they coming back in? They're coming in because they've had a lot of activations. Either this is like 2 cards that are very similar, that there's been a major like awakening. That's what I'm really getting. Not only a death to kind of the ego, but an awakening, right? Someone has awakened. Like, look at that shit, right? This person has literally awoken, right? And now they have something that I think they want to tell you, Taurus. Like, they want to talk to you, they want to communicate, because they've had all these realizations. And I think the topic on their mind is like, could this ever be something that we could get back to, right? We have 3 6s in a row. I was asking more for timing, and we got 2 6s. So it could be 12 days, it could be 6 days, it could be 6 weeks, 12 weeks. I don't know. We have 6 6 6 though. And this is my number of love, you know? And I think that they're coming with the topic of love, and they've had this awakening, and they see you now as a soulmate, right? With the 6 of Cups, and they want a victory with you. But I feel like everything's kind of happening in divine timing. And I think that you're just kind of like, what? Like, I don't even think it's about timing. I think it's more about energy, right? Kind of, what the hell? I never saw this person coming back around. I never saw this relationship being able to like retake itself out. You know what I mean? When I walked away, when I left, it was because I knew that, you know, there was nothing I could do. So I feel like that's what they're kind of congratulating you for, because you did leave. And I think maybe leaving was a catalyst for this person to awaken, or you not being around. But whatever caused this person to awaken, it doesn't really matter. The good thing is that this person has awoken. What else I see from this reading is that your harvest is coming in, right? This is happening now. I feel like this is present. It hasn't, again, been from nothing. It's been from work, right? Work. But what's interesting is I think this is also their energy. And I think that they've also been putting in a lot of work, to be honest, because with this King of Water here, upright, this person had this kind of, remember I said like you leaving, or, you know, something had to happen for this kind of catalyst. The first card to talk about our king is the Tower, right? And I think that they've had to kind of go into hermit mode. They've kind of had to reflect. They've kind of had to take some time to understand and to appreciate what this was. So I feel like, honestly, when you walked away, when you left, that caused some sort of moment for this person. And look what comes after this. We have the Wisdom, the Emotions, and the Faith card. So I think it's a really beautiful thing that, again, this is an awakening. You know what I mean? This is an awakening. It's not only learning something with the wisdom and applying it, but it's an unleashing of these emotions. This person is like back to believing in something, you know, believing in, I think, honestly, you believing in the divine, believing in the universe, believing in soulmates, you know, believing in love. I think this has a lot to do with you. And I just see it as you walking away. But I do see that there's so much love here, and that this person has had this major awakening. And maybe leaving has also been your awakening, right? That was some sort of awakening for you to choose yourself over someone else, right? I think that's a huge deal. But for whoever this is, it's not only you who have awoken, it's them. With this Tower, there's something that had to come crashing down. And I do see them in good energy because they are the King of Cups upright. And I just see all this beautiful energy afterwards. So I really feel that this person has really changed, I want to say. And how I know that for sure is this person is sitting in their integrity. The last card was integrity. It's like, you're not going to believe it. And then they were like, oh, this person's not going to believe it. Let's give them the integrity card right at the end, right? And to believe in this Ace of Coins, this new beginning is coming with integrity. So this person that's maybe offering you this coin, they might be coming in fast with this Knight of Swords. Again, this energy of what's going on, it's happening now, right? it's happening now. Like the harvest is coming in for you now. So if this person does come in, I feel like even though you, again, I think maybe some of you might decide to leave. Maybe some of you do not want this chance with this person. But I'm getting with this chance is that it's a chance that's worth taking. It's a chance that you can trust. It's a chance that's like tangible. It's 3D, right? It's not something that's like being whispered. It's not being something being talked about. It's being like, again, look at this pentacle energy. It's like 3D. It's very 3D. So yeah, this is happening for you now, Taurus. Decide what you want, but this person has gone through a major awakening. This person is different. This person has changed, and they're seeing you with new eyes. And I think that, you know, they want a victory in love with you. They see you as their soulmate, and it's really up to you what you decide to do. Again, you felt like this was futile. Is that a word? Yeah, futile. Like you felt like there was no point to this, right? And you felt like there was no point. All the effort that you put in, it wouldn't matter. This wouldn't change. So you left, and you left like in a childlike energy, which I really like with the page. It's like, again, maybe some of you guys, maybe they're telling some of you guys that you left in an immature way because the page is here. But I do see the reason maybe you didn't communicate yourself properly. Like maybe you just left and you didn't say why. But I think the reason you left was, again, you could see that it was like pointless. So you were like, they must be just messing with me. Why even explain it? Is this person worth my time? Or if you did try to explain it, it just didn't end up going the way that you wanted to. There's something about this like immaturity here about you leaving. And maybe they always saw you as being immature for leaving, but now they realize like the real reason you left. For everybody's gonna be different, but I definitely see like with this Page of Wands that you didn't leave in a way that's like a Five of Pentacles way, like, oh, you know, woe is me. You left in like, it empowered you, right? And I think that's what I'm getting with this. It like empowered you in some sort of way. And it's like you chose yourself, right? So I think that's also why like that was some sort of awakening for you, like to choose yourself. Maybe in the past you didn't choose yourself ever. You know what I mean? You always chose this other person over you, right? Like a self-sacrificing energy, like, you know, it could be that for a lot of you. Like you just left, you would just, you know, stick around even though you knew like this person might not change. It was like, well, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna like throw myself under the bus for them, right? And that's kind of what I like about this page. It's like, even though it might have seemed immature, you did what was right for you, right? And I feel like the only thing, again, I don't think there are better ways to break up than others. Let's be honest. There's terrible ways. Remember in the Sex and the City episode, Carrie gets like, she gets broken up through over a Post-it, and it's like, I can't. Like, that's literally all it says, I can't. Yeah, I get, like, there are some bad ways to break up. But at the end of the day, like, people always say breaking up is just hard. And some people just, I don't know. Breaking up is hard, though. And I don't know. I guess there are better ways of doing it than others. But I don't necessarily see you messing up the way you broke up with them or left. I think you just, you know, they might have seen it as, like, oh, this person's so, you know, they're such a baby, like they're leaving. Like, I don't know, maybe it's this person's projection of you, but they're not sitting in that energy anymore, so don't worry. They're not. But yeah, Taurus, crazy read. Let's see if there's any advice. So, Taurus, what's crazy about, you guys got Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity brings compassion. I feel like there was heavy suffering on both parts, right? But what I like about this card is that they're saying that for this person to really understand what was going on within, they had to move from like ego to soul, right? They had to do some sort of moving for them to actually hear, to listen, to see what was really going on, right? To get that clarity. And I feel like that's what this hermit mode is, right? And that's what this, you see clearly now is with the 7, right? The divine. They were like, you know what? This person, the only way to allow them to see is for them to kind of, you know, we have to help them. And this person chose it too. You know, they're like, I want to see what happened. I want to see where I went wrong, right? I think what they want you to see is that this person did suffer a long time. I'm getting this suffering with this 9 of Swords in reverse. I think the reason that, I think there's something here about suffering, like someone didn't, it's like you guys maybe weren't there for each other's suffering, right? Like you left and didn't stick, like never saw the amount that they suffered, and they left and you didn't see the amount that they suffered. So I think it's kind of like, you know, you both have really suffered over the ending of this relationship, even though I feel like people mourn it in different ways. Again, people might, you know, go on social media and post that they're like at a party, but I think like, I mean, when the more I post, I feel this like the more unhappy I am, to be honest. I feel like when I need validation from like the outside, because I'm not getting that validation within. That's just me personally. So like when I'm going through a hard time, you'll see me like much more active on social media, right? So I feel like that's kind of the deal here. It's like, sometimes like what you didn't see is that both of you guys suffered over this. And I think it's kind of immature to think that they didn't suffer, and it's immature for them to think that you didn't suffer, right? The same thing as like, I think the immaturity thing with this card was like, that you chose to leave them because you chose to love yourself. And like someone who doesn't love themselves doesn't see that, right? So it's like this person had to evolve to see that. So maybe in the past they saw you just leaving them and like being selfish about it. But at the end of the day, it's like if you understand that I'm loving myself and I'm choosing myself over you, you would understand that you're not giving me anything and I have to leave, right? This wasn't going anywhere. I had to choose myself. You put me in that position, right? So this person, again, is kind of seeing that now. And I love this energy. Remember I kept saying I just like this card and the way you left? Yeah, freedom is yours, number 33. Like I feel like you had this awakening as well. It's not, you see how both of you are in white? It's like both of you have this chance to start again, right? Both of you have this chance to do things differently this time. Both of you have had some sort of awakening, some sort of elevation of consciousness, some sort of, you know, you're thinking differently now. You're not seeing things the same way. Have compassion for one another, because I think you both have suffered. Even if you've been apart for a really long time, you both have suffered. You know what I mean? And to get to this point, I feel like it took a lot of suffering to kind of break you guys so that you can awaken, you know? And it just feels like with this white, you're getting a chance again to do things again. Maybe owls would be really important for the masculine right now, or forever this energy is, and horses is an animal that's important to them. I'm getting that also, like you guys are in the same energy but in like totally different animals, right? Another thing I'm getting is like this person, when they understand that they have the option to go towards you, right? There will be a time when this person gets out of this anxiety and decides to move forward, right? And that's when it's like the right timing, when this person is finally in the right energy, where it's like they're not sad and anxious over what happened, because again, I feel like they have suffered. Just as you suffered, they suffered. So yeah, Taurus, a really big energy. I'm really happy for you guys. I love you guys, and I hope this reading resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.